Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, and welcome back to a sunny morning on Mercury Farms. We're already here in one of our canola fields harvesting it. We are not selling the canola. The best price is dropping, and it's dropping like a stone in a river. It's dropping really fast for some reason. So yeah, we'll just put it into our silo. But at least we already got like 70,000 liters in there already. So once the price is good, we'll have a lot to sell. I was actually, when I got up this morning in game, I was looking at prices of some trailers. And yeah, we probably kind of need to upgrade our trailer at some point. I know it sounds kind of weird because we started with that trailer that held like 20,000 liters, then we got the Joskin that held 30,000. I'm like, well, the Joskin's gonna be more than enough. But yeah, it might be time to upgrade it at some point. The trailer I think I was looking at was like $70,000, so yeah, we're a little bit short of that because we just spent a lot of money buying that field yesterday. But overnight, with our property income of the rabbits and the greenhouses, which we will get to, I'm just starting the work for myself in this field. I'm going to hire a worker to do it. I would hire a Courseplay to do it, but for some reason Courseplay lately in this, around the fields around these hedges, it's a little too snug for it, I think. So yeah, we're just going to get some headlands done for them, and then we will head up. We got to take care of the animals. The animals are extremely filthy. The greenhouses, obviously, I think are probably, I don't know if they made it through the night completely or not, but it's all good. So yeah, we were kind of waiting to see how we do with the harvest from this canola, but since we're not selling it today, it's going to be hard to see what we do with our grass field up by the BGA right away. So yeah, we'll just hold off on that grass field just for this episode. I got plenty to do in the fields that we have. The field that we planted last night, right over there, the tree field, if you will, that has grown, so it's ready for fertilization. We have weeds over on the field, over by our house as well. That actually could be in stage 2 right now, so I may have to use a sprayer over there, which is fine because that's why we got the sprayer, right? So yep, we're going to start off with, like I said, getting some headlands done around here. And then, obviously, you can see already our combine is getting pretty well full. And then we'll head up to the animal farm. We will clean out the chickens, the cows. Then we'll take care of the greenhouses as well. And then we'll come down and manage the sheep. The cows are starting to get a little bit low on total mixed rations. Our combine's well enough full here. Oh yeah, so while I was here, so here's the canola price, $7.38 and dropping. It was almost $800, I think, in the previous episode. So yeah, we'll just store it for now because we're not in dire need of money. So what was I doing? Yeah, I need to get to a trailer. Here's our Puma. So while that's going on, I'll tell you what we'll do. Since you got the row crop tires on it, I think that's a stage 1 growth over here for the sunflower field. But let's go ahead and hook up our fertilizer sprayer. And let's get some things done around here with Courseplay. Left control delete. There we go. I was like, where? What button do I need to hit to get you activated? This is field 21. Oops, 21. Headlands, I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll actually do 2 headlands. It's fine. And then hit space. Go calculate. Looks like I had a little trouble trying to figure it out. Let's go over here. Looks like it's got weeds in here as well. Of course it would. Go ahead and drive course. Alright, so while that guy's doing that, we will find the T8, which is, there it is. So the farm has come along very well. The problem I have now is there's a lot of things I would like to do to the farm, and we need lots of cash to do so. I need to revamp our main parking lot here, if you will. Move this silo out. I want to get a drive-through silo, and we might actually put a silo somewhere completely different, not even here. I may buy... There's a placeable right across the street from here that we could just buy and put the silo in there. And I need to put like a parking area, a shed for our trailers. Yeah, so a lot of plans here for our farm. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Yeah, this kind of sucks that the price of canola is dropping today. But the good thing is we're not in dire need of money right now. So like I said, we're just going to store it, wait for the price to be good. Our cornfield is ready as well. I think the price of corn right now is pretty decent. But that's a small field. I'd rather take care of our big fields right now. The bigger the fields, the bigger the yield, the bigger the cash. So this crop is ready to be harvested. I want to harvest it and then of course turn around as quickly as I can and put some crop into it. Probably not today. We just need to harvest it because I don't have enough machinery, or I should say, excuse me, I don't have enough tractors to be doing everything we need to be doing at once here. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if I want to buy the trailer that we always buy, the Crampy that holds 90,000 liters that, you know, needs a truck / dolly to haul around. Or do I just buy a regular trailer that, you know, you can haul around with a tractor? At first I was going to buy one for the tractor, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think the smart thing to do, because we only really got 2 tractors that can haul probably that kind of a load. But the problem is, like on a day like today, like right now, the Puma is working, the T8 is working. I think it'd be better if I just bought the one that needs a truck / dolly so we can use our Volvo truck, which is, I'm not doing nothing with. He can grab the grain. Now the only thing I don't know is, can this pipe extend high enough to get the grain into the trailer? That would really suck if it doesn't. But that's future problems I got to just focus on today, which is pretty much harvest this field and take care of the tree field and the field, like I said, over by the house that has weeds in it. The other fields are ready for harvesters. You know, we'll get to them when we can, and of course definitely take care of the animals somewhat today. I don't really need to feed the cows. They're good for a while still, but they definitely all need to be cleaned out, and the greenhouses definitely, I know, need to be taken care of. Alright, I do believe I got enough headlands done, and I just emptied out the combine, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and just hire a worker for here. I have already checked. This field is all set. It does not need to be plowed or limed, so we're good to go there. Our course play worker is just about done fertilizing this field. Actually, he's going right back to the beginning, which he does not need to do. Let's head into that vehicle here. We will stop driver. Let's turn off the guidance steering system. Let's head on over to the house field, I guess we can call it, if you will. We'll head over there. That needs to be fertilized as well. And plus, I want to go over there because we're going to see what stage the weeds are in, and that'll tell us if I need to, you know, spray or just use the weeder. It's been a while since I've been over here. Well, I haven't checked the field. I go to the house to sleep, but I don't really check on the field itself. Let's see what we got here for weeds. Are they in stage 2? I see a couple flowers here. It's kind of odd. But overall, it looks like it's actually in stage 1. But since we are here, let's go ahead and I'm actually going to activate GPS. That does not, that looks weird. Maybe it's just me. Okay, Alt R. Page down, no, page up. Scroll on over. It's good enough. Oh, I see what's going on. Alright, yeah, it's actually starting to hit stage 2 over here already. Alright, so instead of just bringing a weeder over, I probably am going to have to spray this field. So what we'll probably do is after we get done fertilizing this field, we will take the Puma back to the farm, which we have to do anyways to get rid of the fertilizer sprayer. And then, yeah, we'll hook the weeder on. I can't, yeah, concentrating words same time. Yeah, so we'll get the weeder on and set course place up. He'll weed the tree field. And then we'll come over here with the sprayer, because you can see the weeds are hitting the second growth stage over here. Hopefully they're not hitting the second growth stage on that field, the tree field. It shouldn't, but then again, you never know. And once we get him all set up, then we will head up to take care of the animals. The animals aren't going anywhere, but you know. Got to make sure all of our fields are in top tip shape. Or is it tip-top shape? I don't know. So now that we're done fertilizing, I got this guy set up to... I don't know what he is doing, honestly. Why are you way over here? Oh, starting course, first waypoint, please. Alright, that could have been the problem. Problem's me. Drive course, first starting waypoint would be nice. There we go. And weed away, sir. This is all working out well, for the most part. Combine harvester is full. Seems like things are happening in the right sequence for a change. Just like it done with one step, another one just barely is getting set to, I don't want to say cause a problem, but needs assistance. So this is a placeable area right here, but I got a funny feeling I want to buy... Oh, wow. Yeah, I got to buy a lot of land to get that placeable. So, yeah, I got to... that might be too much for us to begin with, just to put a silo over there. I mean, we will get another field and a lot of land. I really haven't looked at the land. I think it's going to be like a lot of grass for the most part. I mean, we're seeing a lot of grass around here. It is just field 22, right? That I get? Yeah, and a lot of grass. So maybe I will have to put the silo back where it is for now, or put it elsewhere. Yeah, when I bought this silo, I thought they were all drive-thrus, but I guess it's only a... Well, I probably bought the only one that isn't a drive-thru. And with a tipping trailer, it's a little bit of a pain. Now this is going to put us pretty close to 100,000 liters of canola. Is it going to hit? Yeah, just a little bit. Get the rest out. There we go. So that's why I think if I get the trailer that we normally get for most of my playthroughs. I know that that trailer doesn't tip, it just opens the back door and it just dumps out. So that's probably the safe route to go for me. That's going to be my truck, right? I need the John Deere. Oh, excuse me, the Deuce Fire. Wrong series for cleaning up the animals. Yeah, where's my weight? We will need the weight for when we put manure into the greenhouses. So first things first, let's go clean up the cows. And this silage goes right into our Total Mix Rations mixer. And that mixture is probably off a little bit, because I've just been putting it in there. And I may actually go back to the farm with that mixer, make up a batch, and feed the cows, because if I get way too much silage in there, I won't be able to do the right mixture, and it'll just be forage. But the chickens don't really get that messy like they used to. I know they say that probably every time, but if you watch my first few episodes on Ravenport, once we got our first full pen, I mean, it was bucket loads. There we go. Now the animals are all cleaned out. We're going to come over here, grab some lovely manure. Our 9,000 liter bucket. So with the weight on the back now, our Deuce Fire seems to be pretty much okay. I'm sure if I slam on the brakes really hard, it could tip forward enough. Yep, kind of like that. But she settles down after I'm not hitting the brakes too hard. Yeah, so I'm glad I didn't get the biggest bucket I could have. I think this modded bucket I can get up to 15,000 liters. So 9,000 liters definitely, or just get a bigger weight, but really the Deuce Fire probably shouldn't be handling this much weight to begin with. Alright, more manure please. Our combine is just about full again, so after we take care of all this manure into the greenhouses, we'll head back down there, empty him off. Got some on the ground. That's not the way it's supposed to go. Oh man, I'll have to see if I can pick that up in a second, which I'm sure I can. Just I got too much weight in the bucket. Alright, one more bucket load, and don't even need to be a full bucket, but I'm pretty sure we'll grab it all. I just need 6,000 liters worth of manure. Then I'll have to see what I have in that tanker. I'll be thrilled today when I find a tanker that I can just unload water. Alright, so our greenhouses manure-wise are taken care of. Let's go put this manure back where it needs to be. I'll quickly hop into the Volvo because if that tanker needs water, I want it filling up while we're taking care of the combine. Yes, it needs water. Let's see, so I think I'll just fill up full because I got 4 tanks that each require 6,000. So that's 24,000 liters, and then the cows need some. How much milk do we have? We don't have that much milk. How far back do I need to go? Apparently that's good enough, but I don't know if I'll get out of here. But we'll see. I usually do. Okay, this guy's got about half more of the field to go. Oh wait, I can't. For some reason in 19, sometimes if you park the trailer next to the combine, you have a hired worker. Sometimes the hired worker will not leave the area after he's completely emptied. So let's just see what happens here if I back up. It's only sometimes I see it, and maybe it's that when it's at the end of the field it gets confused, but maybe in the field it won't. Or I'm just talking rubbish and I don't know. Yeah, see, I don't know what I'm talking about. He's fine. Anywho, let's jump up to our Dutes Far. And we will go down and clean up the sheep. And by then, I'm sure... Yeah, our Volvo looks like it's having a lot of fun over there. Down to the sheep anyways. Hello, little Bo Peeps. What's the word for today? The word for the day is Peanut can never really get the bucket at the right angle. There we go. That looks like a lot of grass. I ended up with 500 liters. Alright, so how are the sheep doing? Like we said, the wool prices here though are not the greatest. Oh yeah, it's starting to slowly fill up, starting to do what it needs to be doing. It's been a day, but let's, the best price I've seen is like $4.99. $6.20. All right. I don't even get excited about $620 per 1,000. So the sheep, water-wise, they're good. Cleanliness, they'll be fine. So water-wise, the sheep are doing good. The chickens. Is that wheat over here? Down yonder? What do I have planted down here? Wheat. Yeah, so when we harvest this field here, that's when we'll fill up the chickens. But right now, let's head on back. We'll park up the Dutes Fire. We'll grab our Volvo truck and see if it will move out of that wonderful area of the pond. And we'll at least top off the cows with water and also all of our greenhouses. And then we'll have like a half a tank of water to do something with. Yeah, I got so used at the end of 17 where I had that mod pack where the tankers, you could just empty whatever was in the tanker, you could just empty it anywhere. You just had to be careful, like if you had a full tank of milk and you hit the wrong button, the milk would just empty on the ground and just disappear, and you lose everything. I never did that though, honestly, but it could happen. Yeah, the Puma is done weeding that, so yep, we'll get him, we'll take him and we'll go over and weed the house field, I guess we'll call it from now on, the house field, with a sprayer ourselves while the harvester keeps on harvesting the canola in the field right across from the silo. I was going to jump over the barbed wire fence, but if I get halfway over, that would hurt. Yeah, that's not good for the chassis at all. Come on, Globetrotter. Oh, wow. Okay, not even a problem. Not even an issue. Yeah, so another thing we could be doing is buying another tanker for situations like this, but where's the trigger? Hello? Did I just fill up both of them at the same time? Hang on a second. No. That's got no water in it. Why am I being shown... So which one's got the water in it? I'm getting a little confused here. So this one has the water in it. 6,000. This one has no water. How come Ellie... Oh, I misread the liters on the trailer. I'm like, it looks like I filled up with two of them at the same time. Yeah, so the greenhouses definitely need water. Because you can see the crops look dead on the inside, so they always need water, but the manure, I guess, is not as crucial. You can see the crops inside look dead. So we'll turn around here. So, yeah, they must have barely ran out of water not long ago. There, now they look good. And there we go. Now we'll go top off the moo cows. This water trigger is huge. They actually took quite a bit. Alright, so now we're going to go back here. Stop driver. Let's see how that field looks now, stat-wise. No weeds, double fertilized with a little bit of weeds here and there, but you know what? Somehow, course play gets around the tree once in a while. So I don't ask questions. It all works. Alright, so I gotta lower this down, or else it'll get stuck on the roof of the shed. Alright, how much herbicide do we have? Does anyone know? Oh, we got tons of it. Tons and tons. Let's turn off the HUD. We don't need that. Don't need the HUD at all. Yeah, so that little placeable right across there, we'll just scoop over there. Yeah, so I was thinking, oh, I'll just buy this little placeable right here. This is a nice little place, and we can put down our silo here. Nice little drive-through, turn around. You know, maybe put a shed over here, but I guess I need to buy all that grassland that's around here as well for a cool $250,000. So, yeah. I mean, I guess I could put also the silo down by the sheeps. Yeah, we could put it down by the sheep. Oops, I don't need to go in there. Yep, so the second growth stage has definitely gotten its way through on this field here, which makes it easy for me to figure out where I've been. I always forget how big this boom is. How big is this boom? Wow, okay, this boom is bigger than I thought it was. Okay, somewhere like right about here should be good. So what is this going to be, like 2 passes and we're done? So this field here of wheat, when we harvest it in a while, that's when we'll go ahead and feed the chickens. We'll harvest it, put it in the trailer, and be done with it. I realize I missed a little bit of weeds over there. It's all fine. The problem with this big boom is I want to hit every tree going. So what we'll do is we'll do this. Looks like I'll actually have to make 3 passes, which is fine. Not quite big enough to do the whole field. Now we got a nice fertilized field, weed-free field, almost, of wheat. And then the last thing I need to do is, well, after we finish, the worker needs to finish harvesting that canola in that field. We're going to go grab the Total Mix Rations mixer. And we're going to go ahead and give them a good mixture of food, just because I'm getting probably too much silage in there, like I said. And if I keep putting more in there, I'll never be able to even it out and get a good mixture of food for them. So I need to go ahead and take care of that before I forget. And since it's on my mind, that's what we're going to do next. Well, here we are on the Dude's Fire, and I hooked up to the Total Mix Rations mixer, and it still says Total Mix Rations. So I think what I'm just going to do is I'm going to go ahead and feed them this that we have. But looking at the stat page, they also need some straw. So I'm going to go down and grab some straw and come back and give them what they need for straw, so they're good for a while. And like I said, they're going to be fine for Total Mix Rations for a few more days anyways. But I also had to take care of the combine. I was like wondering, like, boy, I haven't got the message. But what's the combine up to? And I looked over and it was just sitting there. I'm like, must be I missed a message that it needed to be emptied. So, yep, the mixer is all cleaned out. But what we are going to do is go back to the main farm right now. Just fill this up completely with straw. And we'll come back and top off the cows and see if I got any straw left in here. And if I do have straw left in here, then I'll come back to the farm and we'll make up a batch of Total Mix Rations and then give them some more and just make sure that this is completely empty. So that way when I empty out the cows in the next few days, I'll just be putting pure silage in here. And I can always just bring the silage back to the farm and put it in the silo. So that's the plan. And I'm sticking to it. And yeah, there's so much more of the field the worker has to go. So he's getting there. Alright, so here we are with the straw. Let's go ahead and get this guy in here. Don't know if they're going to take all of it or not, but we'll soon find out. That will take a moment or two. Yeah, so this guy's almost done. Unfortunately for us, like I said, the price of canola has it stopped. And that's below $700 now. So, you know, unless the garden center price rises by the end of the day or whatever, it looks like we'll be keeping it for sure. I still haven't figured out or tested if I can sell digestate anywhere. But usually if you can sell digestate, it'll show up on the selling points up here. Fuel doesn't show up on here, but you can sell fuel and pallets. So I'll just have to see if I can sell digestate. Yep, so the cows did not take all the straw, so what I'm going to do is head back to the farm. So I'm still waiting for that combine to finish. We'll make a batch of Total Mix rations. That's gotta hurt. Or a nice little magic trick. One way or the other. Yeah, so head back to the farm. Mix up a batch of Total Mix rations. Come back here. We'll get the cows 60,000 liters of good stuff. And probably by then the combine will be done. Well, here we are with some Total Mix rations for the cows. While that's being dumped in, I mean, they'll be fine for a while. I was just kind of curious. So we got what, 40, 56, 64, 72 cows? Is that right? 72? Sounds good. 72 cows. I think that's the most I've had on any playthrough in 19. Yeah, the milk is looking good. Looks like I need to sell some slurry and some manure at the BGA. I need to kind of handle that a little bit at some point. But we got our tankers kind of full. But I guess I could do manure at some point. I would have to bring the belt over. But yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards... we can just leave that alone. Come back here. Yeah, I think maybe the next purchase actually could be a bigger trailer. Because this harvesting this field alone, I fill this trailer up twice. Now, yes, it's not far to the silo, going back, dumping it forth. But, you know, going back and forth and dumping the silo and coming back. But bring it to the sell points now. It'd be nice just to do it in one trip instead of like 3 or 4. And I really like this trailer. If you watch my playthrough on Pacific Northwest in 17, I used it quite a bit. And obviously, it's usually like my first go-to trailer where you don't have that much cash on you. But the problem that we have is when it tips, I don't know if I went all the way in, if I could avoid this, because that roof is a little higher on the inside, but I think the trailer's too long. I'm still sticking out anyways. And see, I get that kind of a thing where I'm not far enough in, and once it hits the roof, the trailer kind of like pushes me out because it's trying to tip. So yeah, maybe. Are you almost done, sir? Yeah, you are. All right, before we do anything, let's go in here. No, that's the wrong button. Let's go in here. Trailers. Yeah, so this is what I'm thinking about. I thought about getting the Stratman or the Krone one, which I could use the tractors to haul them around. But this one I know for sure does not tip. But I can only use a truck on it. This one I could use a Volvo truck or a tractor. The problem with getting that much weight on the back of the Volvo truck, it kind of takes so much weight out the front wheels, it's hard to steer. So I think we'll have to go with the old Trident, the one that we know best. It's 70 grand before I do anything with it. Right now we'll keep it at 60,000 liters. I can always upgrade it later. So am I going to get 20 grand? Do I get 20? Can I get 20 grand for this trailer is the question. So I need to repair it first. That's great. And it's worth 25. So I do have 74 grand right now. But no trailer. But it should be more than enough. Let's park you here. Let's go up to our Volvo truck. Let's go ahead and head to the store. And actually in a few more minutes, by the time we get to the store, we'll hit the top of the hour. And I should also get a little bit more cash from the greenhouses and the rabbits. So any little extra money will be appreciated by the time I get to the store. Thank you very much. Well, we end up getting a little bit of cash. Let's go ahead and talk to my favorite salesperson of all time. I need to come back here at night. And I forgot to check this out. I think it was in was it in 17 or did I see it on this map in 19? At nighttime, I think you get a different representative. I think it's a guy that's actually back here at night. But anywho, I need to buy a trailer. She says, okay, what would you like? This guy right here. We do have a red truck. I don't want a matching red truck. How does that... I know it's kind of weird when you try to go for a different color, and it's like, well, there's plenty of colors here. You can just go for one. It seems like I've tried every one. All right, let's do... No, I don't like that color either. Yep, trying out anything, aren't we? And you're probably just saying, Peanut, just pick a damn color. I know, I'm going for it. There we go. So 71 grand, wheel setup. Michelin standards, Michelin wides. Sure, we'll go with it. We have just enough cash to do so. So it holds 60,000 liters for now. Thank you very much. She said just outside. No kidding. I know where it is. And if I don't like the color, we can always change it since I've already paid for it. I've actually already thought I may change the colors of the rims to match the ones on the truck. But the reason why I want to try it now, and hopefully it does, the combine is going to have, obviously, some grain in it. So we need to see if it's actually going to reach up high enough to get it into this truck. So now I need to use the truck every time we got to do grain or what have you. But now we're going to double the capacity that we can haul around, which is useful. It'll save just a little bit of time, but it'll save more time when it comes time to sell things. And plus I get to use my Volvo truck a little bit more. That's my only excuse. Alright, combine. You should be able to go ahead and dump it in here. I think that pipe will reach high enough. Because I noticed with the Rosla mash, it doesn't really, the pipe doesn't really angle up when it extends. Yeah, so you kind of clip through a little bit, but it works. Once it's, yeah. So I actually got plenty more clearance than I thought. But that's all we needed to know. And now that I'm looking at it, let's turn that off and take a screenshot of our new trailer. Something I didn't think I was actually going to buy in Mercury Farms. I thought I was going to be happy with the Joskin, which I am. But at least with this trailer now, I don't have to worry about the tipping process. And so now I can probably hold off with the silo just a little bit longer, and maybe eventually sometime put the silo across the street. The good news is I only had to spend quote unquote $50,000 to get this trailer here. Let me turn the HUD back on. So yeah, because we're trying to get to this process right here, which is forage harvesters, and obviously I'm going to go. I mean, I could go. I mean, that's $550. I could go with another Rasta mash at $300,000 and do chaff that way. No, I need to back up and go to here and which one? Okay, so which one does the Rasta mash take? That's just going to be on the big X. That's just going to be on the big X. The FR 780. Oh no, I'm confused now. Because this is the FR 780. I need the one for the F 2650. Oh, okay, so it's this one here. 6 meter wide at 6 miles an hour compared to 9 meters at 16 miles an hour. But it is a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. The only thing I'll do like about the Krone forage harvester that Stevie put in, it does have a capacity of 60,000 liters. But you can see that's a bit pricey and probably, I don't want to say it's too big for the field that we have, but yeah, we'll figure it out at some point. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time on Mercury Farms. But until then, have a good one.